all of you once again. Okay, you need to have your workbooks with you today, okay? So get yourself ready with your workbook with pencil and razor, right? So all of you please come to page number. I'm going to share the screen now. This is page number 51 of your workbook. So come to page number 51 of your workbook, all of you. We'll do this page first and then we'll do the next part today. So this is page number 51 of your workbook. So come to page number 51 of your workbook, all of you. And you need to write down classwork day and date at the top, of course. So write down today's classwork day and date, which is 7th September 2021. Classwork and days. Hamdan, just wait a minute, beta. Okay, yes, Hamdan, do you want to say something?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes.
My mom is saying, give me all the work na in group of two on the of previous work.
Okay, you want the previous work you're saying.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay.
Because in 1 month, papers on the week.
Yes, papers are, of course, you have papers in a week. Then, yes, I will share the work. Don't you worry, okay? Yes, Azan, do you have any question?
Ma'am, I've done this on 1 September.
No, I didn't do this part yet. So you just need to tally your work. Might be, if you've done something incorrect, then you can correct it, okay? Okay, students. So the first question. Okay, yes. Azan Ahmed. I'm unmuting you. Just read the first question for me, please.
What does the boy write a poem? What was one of the things he
Visualized.
visualized? What did he say they looked like to him?
Okay, thank you. Just mute yourself now. Okay, if you look at the question, boys, so there are 3 parts. Question is basically divided into 3 parts. Okay. First part is, why does the boy write a poem? Second part is, what was one of the things he visualized while he was sleeping? And the third part is, what did he say they looked like to him? So these are the 3 parts which you have to cover in this answer, in this question. When you will be writing an answer, you have to answer the question of these 3 parts. So the first part is, why does the boy write a poem? So anybody can tell me the answer? Why does the boy write a poem? Yes, Ibrahim. Just wait a minute. Yes, Ibrahim?
He writes the poem because he likes his that he visualized about snowflakes, snakes, and robins. And
Okay.
ma'am, yesterday you were saying this was a girl.
Okay, okay, thank you. Yes, Musa, do you want to say something?
The boy wrote the poem because he wanted to share what he visualized.
Okay, that's great. Thank you. Okay, so the first part answer is, he imagined and wrote a poem. Okay, why does the boy write a poem? He imagined and wrote a poem. I'm writing it over here, so kindly copy my work, please. He imagined and wrote a poem. This was the answer of the first part. What was one of the things he visualized? What was one of the things he visualized? What did he visualize? He visualized what? He visualized that robins are the robin joining with the other robins. This is what he visualized while he was sleeping. So he visualized what? That robin joining with the other robins. So write down, he visualized that robin joining with other robins. This is what he visualized while he was sleeping. And the third part is, what did he say they looked like to him? What did he say? He said something, if you know. What did he say they looked like to him? Yes, Musa. Only Musa is raising hand and Ibrahim, that's it.
He said that they were very beautiful,
What was very beautiful?
the robins.
Okay. Okay. Yes, Abdullah Ahmed.
A bright red front.
Okay. Anybody else? Okay. He basically said they look like frozen dancers performing an icy dance. This is what he looked like. Okay. He looked like frozen dancers performing an icy dance. This is what he looked like. Okay. I'm sure all of you can see what I wrote. All of you are clear whatever I wrote? Just show me with your thumbs up that yes, we can see what I write. Show me with your thumbs up, please, that you can see what I, okay, that's great. Hurry up, finish it, then I'll jump on to the next question. So he imagined and wrote a poem. He visualized that robin joining with other robins. He looked like frozen dancers performing an icy dance. Okay. B part is answer the questions. Check more than one answer for some questions. Okay. What is the first question? Yes, Azan, you will read it. Azan, what is the first question?
In part B,
Yes, part B, number 1.
what happens when the boy falls asleep?
Okay, Afan will tell me the answer. What happens when the boy falls asleep?
Ma'am, he sees pictures in his mind.
Okay, what else? Is there anything else as well?
He writes a poem.
He writes a poem while he was sleeping? Does he write a poem while he is sleeping? I don't think so. When he woke up, then after that, he was thinking to write a poem. Okay. So what happens when the boy falls asleep? Yes, you are right. The correct one is, he sees pictures in his mind. You're right. Okay, number 2. Yes, who will read number 2? Nile. Nile will read number 2 for me.
What will he write about?
What will he write about, Nile? Would you like to tell? He would like to write about robins. He would like to write about ladybugs, the kangaroos, and the snowflakes. You can choose more than one answers if there are more than one answers in the question, okay? So what would he like to write about? Yes?
Snowflakes.
Yes, Nile?
Snowflakes, ma'am.
Yes, very right. Snowflakes. What else?
Robins.
Very good. Robins. Snowflakes and robins he would like to write about. Thank you, Nile. Just mute yourself. What kind of words will he use? Yes, Zaryab will tell. Zaryab, you will tell. What kind of words will he use? Yesterday I told you he would use some of the words. Would he use adverbs, verbs, syllables, and adjectives? There are 2 correct answers in this question. So which are the correct ones?
Syllable, ma'am.
I don't think so, beta. He was talking about syllables later. He didn't say that I will use syllables in my poem. Well, he was talking about the syllable poem later.
Adjectives.
Yes, adjectives, and one more.
Verb.
Verb. Adjectives and verbs he will use when he'll be writing a poem. Okay, thank you. Just mute yourself. Okay, now Toha. Toha, you will tell me which words rhyme. Tell me which words are rhyme. Fly, white, sky, robin. There are 2 words which sound the same from the end. What are those 2 words? Yes, Taha, where are you? Saad Alam, why your video is off? Switch on your video, please. Turn on your video. Saad Alam, turn on your video, please. Thank you. Yes, Saad Alam, which words rhyme here? Fly, white, sky, robin. Which
Sky
sounds?
and fly.
Very good. Fly and sky. So tick mark fly and sky, all of you. Abdullah Aurangzeb, why you want to take control of this remote screen? Abdullah Aurangzeb, turn on your camera, please. Okay, C part is words in context. You have to match the word with the correct meaning, okay? So the first one is exact. What is the meaning of exact here? Who will tell me? Muhammad Abdullah will tell me. Yes, Muhammad Abdullah, what is the meaning of exact here?
I am Muhammad Abdullah.
Yes, Muhammad Abdullah. The old one, Muhammad Abdullah. Unmute yourself. Okay, tell me the meaning of exact here. To watch or see someone or something, to make a picture of something in your mind, completely correct, or to say what someone or something is like? Which is the correct one? Yes, Abdullah? Yes, you're right. Abdullah, say it say it once again.
And fly and sky.
I'm saying, what is the meaning of exact here? You need to match it with the correct meaning of exact. Exact means completely correct. So please match it, all of you. Next, Afham will tell me. Afham, what is the meaning of describe here? Describe. Describe means when you explain something. So to watch or see someone or something, to make a picture of something in your mind, or to say what someone or something is like. So which one is the correct one?
To say what someone or something is like.
Very good. Match it, all of you. Observe. Observe when you see something from with your eyes, to see something, right? So observe means to watch or see someone or something. So it would match with A. And imagine is, of course, to make a picture of something in your mind is imagine. Okay, this was the comprehension part of today. So let me see how much time we are left with. Okay, we still have some time. Okay, students, I'm moving on to the next slide now. All of you come to page number 55 of your workbook. Page number 55 of your workbook. Okay, this is the creative writing part. Okay, so all of you please come on this page. Okay, so on this page, what is the requirement of the question? First, we need to understand, okay? So the requirement of the question is write a description about things you can picture in your mind. This is what you have to write. You need to write a description about things you can picture in your mind. Like, for example, what they are trying to say is, they're trying to say here, you have to think of some thing in your mind, and then you have to make a story about it. Okay. The rules which you will follow in your writing are, you have to use nouns and verbs in past continuous in your writing, the ones which I have underlined. For example, the sun was shining, the birds were flying. You see that was shining, were flying. They are the past continuous with first form of verb plus ing. Okay? Who is unmute here? It's creating disturbance for me. Somebody is unmute. Please mute yourself. I don't know who is unmute here. Wait a minute. Okay, students. So as you see that you have, while you will be writing, you have to use nouns and verbs in past continuous tense in your writing. And The second rule which you have to follow is that you can use simple past and past continuous both in your writing. And of course, when you will using the past continuous and simple past tense both in your writing, then first you will start your sentence with past continuous tense and you will end up your sentence with simple past, as you all know. Okay, so the two things which you need to follow here: use nouns and verbs in the past continuous, and you can use past continuous and simple past both in one sentence as well. All of you are listening to me or not? Show me with your thumbs up, please. Yes, we are listening, because I feel like nobody is listening here. Okay. Okay, students, so let's read this paragraph which they have given here and see what are they talking about. Okay, this paragraph. I'm talking about this paragraph. So how did they apply the rules here, and what description did they have in their mind which they wrote over here? So they have started with, I was watching TV when I fell asleep. I saw pictures in my mind. I saw a cold, clear night. The stars were winking at the moon. A few snowflakes were dancing in the air, and the moon was smiling down at me. So, the one who fell asleep while he or she was watching TV, what did he see? He saw pictures in his or her mind, and then he saw a cold, clear night. The stars were, of course, when he would be seeing the cold, clear night, of course, there would be stars there, there would be moon there. So he actually described the things which he pictured in his mind was about the stars, the night, and the moon. This is what he pictured in his mind. So when you will picture in your mind about something, then you will start with whatever the sentence comes in your mind, you can start with. The first thing you need to keep in mind is you need to use the past continuous tense. You will not use your writing in simple past, in simple present. You have to start your writing with past continuous tense. That's the rule of this writing, okay? All of you are listening to me or not? Everybody is listening? Raghib, Abdullah Said, why your cameras are not on? Why your cameras are off? Your cameras should be on. Okay. Okay, students. So, okay, students, now you have to start writing using the past continuous tense. You have to picture of some idea in your mind, and then you started with the same sentence as it's written here, like while I was watching TV when I fell asleep, or I was playing with my brother and I felt tired and I fell asleep. So of course you have to be you have to sleep, then you will picture something in your mind while you will be sleeping, right? So all of you, please start writing about something in your mind. You can talk about the nature while you will be sleeping. You can talk about the galaxy of stars. You can talk about sun. You can talk about moon. Whatever comes in your mind, you can talk about. Okay? So while you will be sleeping, you can dream of about anything of your own choice. It's not necessary that you have to dream about the same thing which they wrote here. You can change and you can write down of your own choice. Okay, so start writing, all of you. Khwaja Hussain, Ibrahim, have you started writing? Okay. Saad Alam, have you started or not? Okay. So you will start writing with whatever the sentence comes in your mind, like I was watching TV when I fell asleep, or I was playing with my brother and I felt tired and went to sleep. Then I saw this thing in my mind, and whatever you saw in that dream, you will tell in past continuous and simple past tense. Okay. You can say, I saw a galaxy of stars and they were shining up high in the sky and they were looking so bright and so beautiful. While I was looking at them, one star broke down. I felt like the galaxy of stars were broken down, and I was feeling so good. And then I saw a big giant moon, and the moon was smiling at me, and I felt so good while I was looking at all those things in my dream or something like that. So that's totally your choice, whatever you write, whatever you have in your mind. Okay. Then I will ask you, what did you write? I will ask you, what did you write? Or you can write, while I was sleeping, I saw a horse race competition. So like it could be anything. You can write about anything. You can write about your room. You can write about, like, for example, you can even talk about your room, like while I was playing with my brother and I felt tired, and when I went to sleep, I saw that my whole room was totally changed. It was decorated with my mother, and I saw some pictures in my mind. The whole room was totally changed. I was feeling so good by looking at my room. There were so beautiful pictures hung in my room on one wall, and the wall color was beautiful. And this is something you need to make a scenario. Like whatever you write, you have to make a scenario first in your mind, and it could be about anything of your choice. Students, yes, Musa?
Ma'am, when you started reading the example, I finished my paragraph.
Okay, what did you write?
I was reading when I fell asleep. I visualized leaves floating in the air, robins in the trees, black little tadpoles swimming in the pond in day, and the sun beaming at me.
Wow, beautiful. Musa, very good. Excellent. Yes, anybody else? Okay, yes, you guys are still writing. Yes, Zaria? Yes, Zaria, do you have any question?
Done my paragraph.
Sorry?
Ma'am, I have done my paragraph.
Okay, what did you write?
Ma'am, I write that I was playing with my little sister. I was tired. I go to sleep on the bed. I see in my dream that we are on the sky, and the all animals are on the. Then
I cannot hear you, Zaria. Zaria, listen to me, beta. Your
yes, ma'am.
imagination is purely correct, but you have to use past continuous. You cannot use is, am, are in your writing. I go. You have to use went, you have to use was and were in your writing, and you have to use simple past in your writing. Okay, your writing should not be in present. It should be in past continuous and simple past tense, because of course when you were reading or you were playing with your brother and you went to sleep when you were tired, of course you were talking about something related to past. So your whole writing should be in past tense, not in present tense. Okay, anybody else who finished? Okay, Afham has finished. Yes, Afham.
4 years ago, I went to Murray. It was really cold and snowy. We were throwing snowballs at each other. It was fun. Then I went to sleep at the hotel. It was very big and fancy.
Okay, okay, that's fine. Okay, but the first 2 3 lines of harm, I think you wrote something about what happened before. This wasn't your dream actually. Okay, so you need to have something in your mind, and then you fell asleep, and then you saw something while you were sleeping. That is the whole idea of this writing. Okay, of harm. When you fell asleep in a hotel, then after that what happened in your dream, you have to talk about that. Okay, because of course when you were in Murray and you fell asleep in hotel, you might have seen so many beautiful mountains while you were sleeping, and cool breeze you saw in your dream, and there are a lot of other things, like it used to be a lot of monkeys in Murray as well, so you can talk about those monkeys as well. So that's totally whatever you will write, that would based on your dream, that wouldn't be based on the reality that you went there and you enjoyed there. Okay. Okay, students, the time is over now. So I'll inshallah ask about this one tomorrow to every single boy who is sitting here. So I want this work done, okay? And I'm sure you all are clear. Ibrahim Beta, the time is over. I'll inshallah definitely ask you. I'll definitely ask you inshallah tomorrow, okay? Um, just wait a minute. Let me take your attendance here. Let me take the screenshot of your attendance. Just wait a minute. Don't go anywhere. I need to take your attendance, please. Names are not clear to me. Class, the chat box, you will just use the chat box for the attendance, not for any other purpose. Because if you will use a chat box for some other purposes while I'll be taking your attendance, I would be facing so many difficulties in taking your attendance, because there's a lot of other stuff you wrote it here. Okay. Yes, Ibrahim.
Ma'am, can I please check out mine?
Lovely. I will ask you tomorrow. Okay. The time is over, I guess. I'll ask you tomorrow. We all
There's still 3 minutes. 3 minutes left.
okay. Okay, you can carry on.
Okay. I was riding my cycle when I fell down.
I
After
cannot
a
hear
while,
you.
I
You need to
fell
be loud.
asleep.
You need to be loud. I
Okay.
can't hear you.
Okay. I was riding my cycle when I fell down. After a while, I fell asleep. When I woke up, I was in the sky and there were flying whales. I hopped onto one. After 30 minutes, whale sharks came. Then one pushed me into the dark. Then I was in a horse race. Then what happened? Was I? Well, I saw completed.
Okay. Okay, that's great. I'll ask you tomorrow again, okay? Because I didn't hear you properly today. Okay, students, I'll inshallah see you tomorrow. Take good care of yourselves. See you tomorrow, inshallah. Bye-bye. Allah Hafiz.